narcissists are interested in is for you to serve their needs, to be somebody, to be their rock, because there's no sense of stability in their lives, okay? And there's no sense of responsibility in their life, so they need somebody like you to actually take over that role of being a grown-up, because they're not a grown-up. You know, when they take that mask off, I think, oh, it's safe to take this mask off now, because this person feels comfortable, is listening and believing my bullshit. So I'm going to take this mask off now, and the mask slips. You know, they can't keep up this act forever. This act of this perfect person. No, I can't keep that up forever. I'm going to take this mask off now and be who I truly am. So, you know, this is where you get snide remarks, and you know, it's like, oh, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not going to be this person you think I am, this illusion anymore. I've had enough of it. I'm bored of it. So it starts to get abusive at this point when their mask starts to slip and the devaluation starts, okay? And when they feel comfortable, I mean, the quicker they do this, the better. The quicker they take that damn mask off and you actually see what's behind the mask. Now, what's behind that mask when they take it off is this truly dysfunctional circus that you cannot wrap your head around. You don't understand it. One minute this person is raging at you, the next minute they're blaming you for everything. They don't take any responsibility. It's just, this person's all over the place. It's certainly not the person that was bringing you that breakfast, you know, that croissant from bakery at 8 o'clock in the morning with a coffee from the coffee shop, which was yards away from the bakery, and then a newspaper that was from the newspaper stand, you know, to get it there for you. I mean, what person does that? What person does that? You may say, oh, well, a nice person does that. No, a person who does that is somebody who is pretending to be who, you know, they're trying to hide this circus. They're trying to hide this dysfunctionality here. And this dysfunctionality is who they are. This circus here that you see here is who this person is truly underneath that mask. And when the mask slips, boy, do you see this circus. And it starts to come out, you know. Oh, I did this and it was so wrong. Oh, I've been, you know, I told this person, and certain, you know, they're telling you their story, but they said, no, I didn't do that really. No, I didn't do that really. You're kind of thinking, who the heck is this person? This person was mirroring you at the beginning, and now what you're left with is this, you know, and you're trying to work this person out now. They flung that mask off and now you're trying to work this out. And it's like they're trying to shock you with every single thing. And they'll say stupid things like, I just don't like relationship sex. And you think, well, what does that mean? Where does, you know, and all these bizarre things that are coming out here. And oh, I prefer spontaneity. And all of these statements are very immature. Somebody who has not got a grasp of being an adult. Okay. But your mind is like, I'm still kind of there when you're bringing me those croissants, telling me that you love me, getting down on one knee and proposing to me, and telling me that you loved me, and I'm left with this. And this person's looking puzzled at you all the time. You know, like the guy there with the red nose. Not the one in the middle, the one on the right there on this image. That's how a narcissist looks when you catch them without the mask. They have no idea who they are targeting at that present time, or who the hell you are. And they're so lost in their kind of world there, of this circus. You know, 1 minute it was that woman there across there with the yellow jacket on and the red hair, and the next minute it's you, and then the next minute it's that girl with the blue kind of tutu there. Oh, and actually I'm not even sure if I'm gay, so actually I don't even know whether it's that guy behind me who I want to be with. So this is when the mask comes off, and the lies that they've told, and the total circus that is around them. Okay, and the juggling of the balls there is the people that person on the right hand side is juggling, and they're so confused in this total mess here, and you're thinking, I have no idea what you're talking about, and then they lie. You know, there's the pathological lying. And no, I didn't do that. No, that's not me. No, I you know, it's the veil of this betrayal. It's the veil of this betrayal, of this circus that we've just seen there. And then there is this like this person who's deceptive. Okay, like this image here. They're totally, utterly pathological liars and deceptive. They have cheated on you. They have pretended to love you. They faked it all along, and they're so confused in their effing minds, I'm not going to swear, that they act so cool. They act so cool, like that image there. And then you think, okay, well, you was this messed up person a few days ago, and now you're acting really cool, as if, you know, oh no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you. And I don't know where you get this from. You know, I feel that you imagine these things. I mean, how am I supposed to be with somebody who has no trust in anyone, and accusing them of cheating all the time? How am I supposed to be with somebody like that? These people these narcissists are total pathological liars. They are sociopaths. They don't know how to have a relationship. They don't know how to love, how to have empathy, how to have compassion. And this is what you call, nobody has explained this on YouTube as such, but this is what you call a damaged person. They are damaged people, and they call this damage a personality disordered person. They have no personality. They're all over the place. In fact, there's no personality. That this person has an empty shell. They're a complete empty shell. I mean, they may look handsome. They may look beautiful with their red lipstick, glossy red lipstick there. But underneath, they know that they're hiding behind their persona. And they switch this on so much. They can go from that circus of looking really confused, and you're thinking, gosh, who are you? And they don't even remember your name because they're so messed up, to this cool cucumber here. You know, oh no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to anybody. You must be thinking about somebody else, because I would never do that too. That is not who I am. And that's one of their sayings, okay? Look out for this with a narcissist. Oh, that's not who I am. You know, I think you're thinking about somebody else. In fact, I feel that you need to go and get therapy for the previous relationship, because, you know, you're taking this out on me. And this is nothing, you know, you don't trust anybody. You will hear all of this from the narcissist, and they will go with this beautiful image, this beautiful, handsome face to others, and start to smear campaign you. And this is what's happened when you actually unmask the narcissist. You've seen this circus, you've seen the lies, you've seen this person now, and you've seen who this is. So they start to smear campaign you, and they're very deceptive at that too. They will say, you know, I don't deserve this. I went through a really bad divorce or breakup before. I thought I'd met, and what they're doing is really telling the story of you and the way that they're treating you. Yeah, I thought I'd met the woman of my life, the man of my life, and it turns out she doesn't trust anyone. And I'm not like that. I could never cheat. I'm not like that. That is one of their sayings. I'm not like that. And then they put out this victim mentality to everyone. Just, that's another source of narcissistic supply. They put out this victim mentality. She's treating me so bad, and she's making out that I'm a cheat and I'm a liar, but the thing is that they are, and you've uncovered this fool here. You have well, this is what happens to all narcissists. They get found out in the end. If they're going to choose an intelligent woman or an intelligent man and suck away their personality and take on their identity to make them feel secure, they're going to get found out. They will get found out, and they get found out as the fool, an empty shell who can give nothing to anyone, not capable of love, not capable of compassion, just an empty, foolish shell, okay? When you find this out about this narcissist, that this person is an empty shell and nothing but an absolute fool who's never grown up and who uses people and who abuses people to get their narcissistic supply, they walk, okay? They say, well, I've done everything I can for you, and all you have done is abused me. And it's the opposite way around, okay? And they walk. They set up another narcissistic, they set up another victim, and they're telling them all of this BS, like, oh, she's just been, and it's what they've done to you. She was so horrible to me. She used to thump me, get up in the middle of the night and thump me in the face. She used to hit me, and it's lies. It's all lies, okay? They turn it around to make you look like the abuser and then the victim. And then they have no other choice, because they have been exposed to be this sociopath who has nothing to offer you, nothing. They just want to take from you, and it's all about their needs. It's all about you serving them and helping them to feel secure, feel strong, feel just to feel normal, And if you're not going to do that for them, and there's all different, and I'm going to cover all aspects of narcissism on this channel. But if you start to see this person and realize what they're doing and become educated about this, okay, they walk away. They walk away to an easier target, somebody who's going to believe their bullshit, okay? And that's the bottom line. They make out, I mean, they're so difficult to understand because, you know, when you're a normal person, this is very difficult to get your head around. And you're starting to ask questions. Like an adult would. An adult would start to ask questions. And when you start to act like an adult back to this person, you see, they don't know how to cope with adulthood. They're children, they're 7-year-olds. You know, 7-year-olds run away, you know, get out of the way. They don't want to listen. They can't cope with some adult conversation. Say, if you talk to a 7-year-old as like an adult, this little boy or this little girl will just run away. They'll run away. They can't cope with that. They can't cope with adult kind of thinking or mentality. So they walk away. They walk away to their secondary supply. They know it's over with you. They know the wrap is up with you. They know it's over. You found them out. So they just go. They just within knowing, within kind of them knowing that you have found them out, they just disappear without any closure, and they will blame you for this. They will say, I can't say anything right, because they're just acting like a 7-year-old. I can't say anything right. I'm just sick of you. Because what they're really sick of, what they're sick and tired of, is you being an adult with needs that need fulfilling, who needs to be made love to and loved and cherished, and who needs to feel loved and wanted, and wholly feeling passionate about wanting to be with you. If you know, a narcissist will starve you of this. They will starve you of all, you know, if you've got any needs at all, whether that is love, affection, sex, whatever needs you have, a human being cannot survive without needs, okay, being met. So it's like the hierarchy of needs, the shelter, whatever you need, whether that is shelter, whether that is love, whether that is food, whether that is affection, whether that is being acknowledged, whether when you're ill needing to somebody to be there for you, any need you can think of in your life, the narcissist will deprive you of. And if you complain about that, if you complain that you've not had sex for God knows how many months or years, you've not had affection for God knows how many years, you would like to have a decent roof over your head, because what this is offering you is not stability. You see, a narcissist will not give you any needs met. They will not. You will never be feeling secure with a narcissist. If you say to this, they will always make you feel as if you're going to lose them at any minute with somebody else, of somebody else, if you do not conform. And conformity means you not complaining about your needs not being met. You know, and you're not actually giving me this attention anymore, this narcissistic supply, this attention. I want you to give the attention to me, and I want you, but it goes further than that. It goes, With a narcissist, this is turned into abuse, because you see, these people, they want to be you. They want to be you. They want to take your identity. They want to be as strong as you. They want to be a normal person like you. Because they cannot take that from you, they start to abuse you, and they start to break you down, break your spirit. They break your spirit bit by bit. So anyway, let's get back onto this. When this person walks away, you're left like this, broken, a broken person. A broken person. When they walk away, the final discard is after the devaluation. The devaluation is when they take their mask off, and then they start to break you down. And they break you down, and they break you down, and they do this in a very cruel way, because when they do the final discard, they will wait until they will make you believe that things are getting better in the relationship. They start to go back to they're very manipulative on narcissists. They will go back to being the love bombing for about a week or so. The reason they do this is because they've got somebody else set up to take your place, the secondary supply. And they've always got a secondary supply. They've always got somebody else set up in the background. They're always working on some other supply. But they've got no other choice than to do this, because they know that you've seen them, you've seen the puppet master, you've seen the strings. What you've accused them of is all correct, that they've cheated on you, that they've treated you badly, and they know that you've sussed them out. You know, so the final discard is kind of, you know, really horrific. They will build you up to think that, you know, we can make this work, it's great, and then about a week later they will give you the most abusive outburst that they've ever done. I am sick of you, you are ugly, you look at the state of you, how could I ever even kiss you or even make love to you, you make my stomach churn. And they will do this when you are at your lowest. They'll wait till you're a little bit vulnerable. Where are you going to live? They can make you homeless. You know, that they can make you homeless, and you will say, well, you know, and they break you. Well, they think that they've done this to you. They do break you down. They do break you down, and this is when, you know, it's the final discard. It's the final discard. This is what this means. They want to finally crush you, because they know that you've had enough of them. That you've realised who they truly are. You're asking questions. You're accusing them of cheating. You are asking them, why have you got 3 or 4 phones? You know, most people have only got 1 phone. You're asking them, you know, why are you not affectionate? Why do you not want to, all these different things. Why do you not kiss me? Why don't we, you know, why are we not planning for the future? You see, this is what narcissists do. They never plan a future with you. They will keep that up in the air. You know, they will not keep that. They will not plan a future with you, because they've got about 5 different sources of supply all lined up, not knowing, you know, all they're interested in is getting their narcissistic supply, whether that is good or bad narcissistic supply. Seeing you in this state of being broken like this is narcissistic supply to them, because, you know, they've got somebody else there who they're love bombing, who they are having sex with, who they are, and at the same time they've got you crushed like this and destroyed, and they get off on this. This is their narcissistic supply. So the final discard, they leave you like this crushed person, and you're left here with this crossroads. Suddenly you have got two roads to go down. Well, you've got no choice. Okay, which road do I go down here? This person has discarded me just like that overnight, and you have these two. You may be homeless, you may not know which way which road to go down. You're so confused, and you're sitting on this crossroads here for a long time, and you're thinking, and this is where the healing starts, because you've kind of realised what this person is capable of, that they can just leave you like this image here in the middle of nowhere, alone, to fend for yourself. You may be ill. This person could have made you ill because of their abuse. They could have left you in a mental state. The one thing they love to do is to rip the rug from under you, and that's why they build you up thinking that this relationship's working, and then a week later they leave you like this. They rip the rug from under you, and you're stood there with where do I go from here? Where the hell do I go from here? You may be homeless, you may be in some kind of, you may be ill because of the way that they have left, the state they've left you in. You're trying to get your health back together. You may have been emotionally crushed, financially left with nothing, and they don't care. In fact, the more they have ruined you, the more they have destroyed you, your spirit, your soul, of who you are, because they were jealous and envious of you in the first place. So they're quite happy that you've been left with nothing, not knowing which way to go, where to turn, who to go to, and what to do. This is how they leave you in the final discard. A lot of victims of narcissistic abuse are left homeless, are left not knowing, no financial resources, and the narcissists do this deliberately. They want you to be left deprived, and thinking back to them, oh, maybe I was better off with them, because I've got to really start here right from rock bottom, and I don't know which way to go. I have no idea, and it feels like this, very isolated, and you don't know which way to go. The signpost, what do I do here? I can't go back, because this person, well, they leave you with no closure. But the real reason they've walked away and discarded you like this and left you for dead basically is because they've got somebody else lined up. This is what they do, and they're doing exactly to them what they did to you until the next person finds out, when the mask drops and they see this circus and this compulsive liar underneath in this empty shell, and then they walk away from them. This person's going through exactly the same as what you are, the new supply. So you've just been discarded. Discarded means just left for dead basically, and with nothing. And this is where the healing kind of begins, because you start to put the puzzle together. You start to look at videos on narcissism. You start to educate yourself, why has this happened to me? And you start to start to pick up the pieces and put, you know, of this pick up the pieces of yourself, basically. And where's that piece that I had there before I met? And that's the way to do it, is to pick up the pieces of how you was before you met this narcissist. And you put these pieces together. And you start to, you know, the main thing you need to do is to heal yourself emotionally and get your resources back. That's the first thing you need to do. I mean, it's an absolute shame when this happens, when this person leaves you with nothing, absolutely nothing, and they know they've done this. They know they've broken you. They know they've left you with nothing to survive without any kind. And they do this so you actually either come running back, begging them back, and all they will do is just continue with the abuse. So you can't go back. And if you go forward, it's quite scary, okay? So the only thing you can do in this situation is start to put all that energy that you was putting into that little boy or that little girl of a narcissist, all that love you gave, to put this back into yourself. You see, you as an empath, and you was a fixer, and you thought you could, you saw the potential in that person, and what you was left with was an empty shell. And this person has nothing to offer to anyone. And the realization, and this is part of the healing, the realization is that you can never change somebody like this, because they have a personality disorder, and they are mentally ill, they are mentally sick. And they know they are. They're from the cluster B spectrum. They are sociopaths. They're not capable. And this is what you need to get into your head when you're healing, is that they're not capable of love. They're not capable of compassion. They are not capable. All they're capable of is playing games and manipulating people and extracting energy from people to fulfill them, to make them feel like they are worthy to be on this planet, when really they're not. I know this is harsh to narcissists, but these people are evil. They don't have a heart, they don't have a soul, they don't care about people, they don't care how much pain they are causing people. So I think this is when this sinks into your head, after all this time you have given and all the energy you have given and the love and attention to this person, and you've not received anything back but abuse. I think this is when, this is part of the healing, is realizing this and understanding and learning and educating yourself about narcissism. It's very important as part of the healing. And once you do this, when you start to heal, there's no way you will go back to this. Now I am going to do part 2 as a continuation of this, of what else to expect within the healing process, because it's not as easy as this. It's not as easy as this. There's more to the healing, and it takes time. Okay, so I will see you for part 2. Please put your like, share, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.